Back to my channel and welcome to my living room. This isn't a room you see me in most often, but I thought it was the perfect place to kick off my Beth in France season 2. So I'm headed back to France this week and I am in the midst of packing, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to show you what I bring when I go to Europe for several weeks. I've got it down to a system. So my biggest tip is to be disciplined. So packing well means having a very tight edit and keeping yourself within a certain range of a color palette. This is going to help you avoid overpacking. And for me, my favorite colors when packing for summer are black, white, blue, and neutrals, any type of earth tones. And this is going to allow you to mix and match all of these pieces together and just get your outfits to stretch farther. So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is if you can only wear it one way, it does not go in the bag. So all of these pieces have to actually earn their keep in the suitcase, and you have to be able to wear them more than once. That is another secret that's going to help you get a lot more outfits out of the things that you put in the bag. And then my third rule is to pick anywhere from 7 to 12 basic pieces. These are going to be the starring roles, and then the other pieces are going to be the supporting roles to help you stretch these outfits. So my first starring role goes to the black dress. It is a basic cotton sleeveless dress, ribbed with a nice scoop neck. What I love about it is it won't wrinkle. So you could roll this up in a ball and it is still gonna look great when you take it out of your suitcase. I got this piece at Banana Republic, but here's my secret when it comes to shopping Banana Republic and J.Crew. Go to the factory outlet website. And I'll leave you the link in the description, but both those stores have factory outlets and you can get great pieces for like half price because it's the factory store. Okay, so outfit number 1 for something dressy. I would do this piece with one of my supporting pieces, a beige pashmina. So if it's hot, you could just go like this. If you're getting chilly, you can just put this over your shoulders, which I think is great. Some dressy earrings. So I usually just travel with a couple of gold hoops, a few studs, and one piece of statement earrings like these. Found these at Zara. They're called Snowdrops. They're really cool. They're like little snowdrops. And because they're so sort of big and almost sculptural, they just look really artistic with something really simple. So I really love these. And then for the shoes, I'm gonna go with these black espadrille heels. Now for a more sporty look, I would pair this dress with a nice striped sweater. This is a great sweater for summer. It's really thin cotton sweater. The quality is amazing. I think it was like $29 on Amazon. I will leave you the link in the description. So I would wear this 2 ways. Way number 1 is I would put it over the dress. See how you could just kind of sort of wear it on top? And then I would pair it with these little sporty white tennis shoes, which I got these at Zara a couple of months ago. I like them because they have sort of this little detail around the side. They're white without being too white. They're sort of a nice cream color. I also can throw them in the washer and dryer, which really helps keep them white. That's why they look like this. But then another way that I might wear this sweater is just draped over your shoulders. Sometimes it's just sort of fun if you're going out and it's during the day and you don't know if you're gonna get hot or cold. You can kind of just do one of these numbers and see it almost like works as a shawl. But it just gives you like a little pattern and sort of something fun. And then you would have your little tennis shoes like this. And then for a bag, I am a big fan of the knapsack, especially when you travel because you want your hands free for either sampling things at the market or if you have a brochure or a guidebook, phrase book, a little black knapsack works wonders. So I would probably do something like this. I do spend money on the handbags because they last forever, especially this brand. It's called Longchamp and it's a French company. And I have always invested in their bags because they last forever and they're just classic and they go with everything. It's sort of like a nylon fabric with a leather top, so it can be dressed up or dressed down. And my biggest tip for you, if you're flying to France and you go through the Paris Charles de Gaulle airport, they have a shop in there. And in the summertime, they have a great sale where you can get really good deals on the products. Sightseeing in Italy. So it's going to be very hot when we're there. I thought a nice white linen shirt would be the way to go. And anytime I'm buying something basic like this, like just a plain white shirt, I do go for like Banana Republic or J.Crew just because the quality is the best. Go to the factory outlet site. They have lots of great things to choose from. And see, you can just see the difference when you buy like a quality shirt. It'll have little dressmaker details, the little pleating and the buttons. It turns something basic into something a little bit more special. So I would take this shirt and put it over the dress And see, now I have a black and white number going, and I would pair it with these sandals, which have a nice black and white motif going. So when it comes to the black shoes, I do a heel and I do a flat. That way you've got your bases covered for the black sandals. So I would do this. Because we're sightseeing and I want my hands free, I would do the black knapsack. So outfit 3, sightseeing. And then the other way I can wear this dress is just totally casual. So I might do this dress with these little like fancy flip-flops. Another tip is make sure each color in your palette has its own bag, because that also will help you mix and match. So I could have this little sweater bag, which is fun, which I stole from my daughter. It was hers, but she never wears it, so I was like, I'm gonna wear it. See, and then I could do this if I just had to go to the market to pick something up. Okay, the second basic that's good to have is a pair of white pants. So here are my white pants. They are made out of linen. They're cute. They have 2 little pockets in the back like that and a little waistband, which I know might look a little granny, but I'm telling you, once you style it, you'll never know it's a waistband. And as you eat more when you're on vacation, you'll appreciate the waistband, right? So I would do this cute little black top. It's also really lightweight, which is great for the weather. So if it's hot, I'm not gonna be too hot in this. It also will fold up really small because it's silk. And I just love the details to it. I love the little frilly part to it. I think anytime you're buying something really basic and plain, go with something that has really nice tailoring because it just elevates the whole thing. And then I would go back to the black and white sandals, see how this can kind of dress up this outfit. And then the statement earrings come back again. And then I actually cheated a little bit and I had 2 black bags. So I have my knapsack for day, and then I do like to have just a basic black clutch for night. Then for something sporty with the white pants, I would do something like this, probably for France. So this is a really great little tank top because you see how it has a really nice scoop neck to it. It just makes it a little bit more feminine and dressy, I think. This is a great brand that I just discovered at Target called Universal Thread. Have you guys seen these? Really relaxed, beautiful cotton and linen, and very affordable. So I got one of these little tank tops. Then on top of this, I would put one of these linen shirts. I might wear this to the market or doing some shopping, sightseeing. Probably do the sporty tennis shoes again. The bag, I might do the little sweater number. Then another outfit that I would pair with these white pants is a little sweater tank top. This would be something I might wear out to dinner when we're in France. I love to pair white and blue with sort of a darker tan. So I might do something like this. It has just a little bit of a heel, but it's like a deep beige sandal. I got these on Amazon and I think they were under $30. And then for the purse for this outfit, I would go with another bag. This is another Longchamp bag that I actually found at TJ Maxx, believe it or not. It was such a deal. I didn't have to get to Paris to get one. They also fold up, which is one of the hallmarks of this brand, is a lot of their bags fold up like this, which make them super awesome for traveling. Like, look at this. Certainly you could make room for this in your bag. Now back to something casual with the white pants. I'm gonna go into our neutrals and I'm gonna take a beige t-shirt. And I find anytime you're shopping for t-shirts and you wanna get the most out of them, get something that has a nice scoop neck and is a little bit fitted. I find it just looks a little bit better, a little bit dressier than something that's kind of too loose and maybe just has like a crew neck. You get a lot with the scoop neck, and it's also really great for necklaces too. And then I'm gonna pair it with one of my 2 jackets that I'm bringing. So the first jacket is something that's just kind of casual when it's just a little bit cool out. I might wear something like this. So I really love this jacket because you can dress it up or dress it down. It has like really fun little gold buttons on it. You can roll up the sleeves. It has like little tabs on the back. It's super comfy. I would pair this with the Longchamp handbag and little white tennis shoes, and this is an outfit that I would probably wear for traveling. So we are going to be taking a lot of trains in Italy to different cities. We're going to be going to Rome and Venice. And in fact, if you want to follow those adventures, the best thing to do is follow me on Instagram. I'm just at Entertaining with Beth because I'm going to be posting daily stories from Italy there. I'm bringing 2 scarves, one that's dressy, the pashmina, and one that's a little bit more casual. This one I got at Zara a couple years ago. It's linen, so it's not too hot. And I find sometimes the air conditioning in the summer can be so cold, so I always like to have a little scarf in my handbag. There, so now I've got a casual neutral story going on here with the white pants. Then another outfit you can do with these white pants is to pair the white pants with the black and white sweater, add the black heels, and add the black clutch. One more outfit I could wear with the white pants would be the green and white checkered shirt. So you could bring in another pattern, just a crisp green checkered shirt that I can also add the beige sandals, pair it with the brown Longchamp bag. There we go. Another basic would be a sleeveless shirt dress, something like this. I think you get a lot of use out of just a basic button-down cotton shirt dress. And this is in a really nice khaki color. So this is a great just sort of all-around dress for day, but you can also dress it up thanks to our pashmina here. See, like so. And then I would pair it with these beige heels, which I like these because they're casual in that they have this really nice, almost like espadrille square heel, but then they have this really nice, pretty suede to them, which make them just a little bit dressier. And then as far as the handbag, I could go back to my Longchamp brown bag, and I've just got another neutral color story happening here. And then this dress also works going casual and just, again, switch out the shoe and lose the pashmina, and now it's great for day. Then this dress could be really casual. If I was just headed to the market in France, I could have this dress, throw on the gold flip-flops, and then, like you saw last year when I was redoing the entry of the French house, I have lots of market baskets, so I'm gonna just take one of those. I'm not gonna bring this, but I have them there, and head to the market. So that would be my short sleeve shirt dress, and I also like to pack a long sleeve shirt dress just because it gets cold in France. This is the other challenge, is when you're packing for a warm climate and also a cold climate. Like in France it can get a lot chillier because we're by the water, and in Italy it's going to be really hot in the cities, and in Tuscany, which is where we're going. But I really do like this white shirt dress. I think this is just a really great workhorse. It has a really nice little raffia belt to it. Probably wear this out to lunch or dinner in France. I would pair it with these shoes. Now, luckily, the friends we're going to Italy with are different than the friends we are going to see in France. So nobody will get sick of all these clothes. And then, of course, going back to my little tan purse here. I mean, it's already paid for itself. I can wear this with so many things. Then for a casual look, I would pair this dress with the black and white sandals. So we'll go back to these. The black backpack. See, this is why I love this black backpack, because you really can dress it up or dress it down. Even though it's a backpack, I just think it looks cute with a dress because it's small and it's kind of a dressy backpack, so you can get away with it. And then another little statement piece of jewelry that I'm going to bring is this little bangle. So I got it at a vintage store, but it's such a great thing to bring because you don't need much jewelry. You just sort of throw this on and you've got a little color story going on here. Now for our next lead piece, a printed dress. So you can pick any print you like. I just think it's fun to have something that's printed, especially when you're on vacation. And I chose something that was in my color palette. So that's the other secret. If you're gonna go printed, make sure it's in one of your 4 basic color stories. So I did black and cream, or black and white. Got this dress at Target. It's part of the A New Day collection, so they make some really cute pieces in there. So the next time you're in Target, if you want it in your size, you can look there. So I have a black cardigan here because it does get cold there at night. I think you cannot go wrong with a black cardigan. Pick your favorite style. For me, I usually like long cardigans. I don't know, I just find that they sometimes look a little bit more flattering, especially if you want to dress it up with heels. Brings the dress together and creates more of an outfit and a look. And then this is when I would definitely go for my little statement earrings here, something gold and shimmery. And then I would pair this outfit with the black heel, and there, dressy outfit with my little Target dress. Then this dress can also go casual. We can get it with our white linen shirt, like so. I might maybe pair it with some flip-flops, like this. And then for a bag, I would do the little slouchy bag. Then for something kind of in between casual and dressy, I might pair it with this beige sweater. So this is just really lightweight sweater that I got at the J.Crew factory website. Probably just wear it over the shoulders of this dress, and then it's easy to slip on if I need to. And then I would pair it with these beige sandals, like so. For a bag, I would probably go back to the slouchy sweater bag. Then another really great basic to have is a black jumpsuit. Now, my daughter makes fun of my black jumpsuits. But she's 15 and I'm 52. So when you get to a certain age, the little black jumpsuit can really come in handy. I'm just telling you, ladies, because you can dress it up or dress it down, and it's really lightweight. I got this one at TJ Maxx. One tip with the jumpsuit though is get rid of the little belt that comes with it, and just think it looks a little bit better without that belt, and you can use your own belt. I'm going to dress it up with a black belt with a gold buckle. And I'm going to pair the jumpsuit with the beige heel and the pashmina. And then I would probably just wear some big gold hoops with this and maybe the black clutch. Dinner out in the jumpsuit. Then you could dress it down with the black and white sandal and pair it with a knapsack, off for sightseeing. Then another basic that you must have in your lead role category are a pair of jeans. So I like to get a darker wash denim when I travel because, again, you can dress them up or dress them down. I usually will only bring one pair, and that pair has to do both. I would pair these with a white t-shirt. So again, this is the same style of t-shirt that the beige one is. Nice scoop neck, fitted. A cardigan, so we'll bring this back. And sometimes it does get cold on the trains and the planes. I would also throw in the pashmina. Maybe we're doing like a little knot situation. And then because I'm traveling and I want to be comfortable and I'm lugging around luggage, I would probably pair this with the little tennis shoe. And then also you want to be hands-free when you're traveling, so I would probably have this little backpack. And off we go. Then I could also pair these jeans with, going back to the beige t-shirt, the army jacket. Maybe we're going to add this little sandal with it, and again with the tan bag. There, then we have another outfit. This would be good maybe for nighttime. Then I could also pair these jeans with the little black and white sweater and my raincoat. So it does rain when we're in France, so I always make sure my second coat is a raincoat. It also works with the little J.Crew beige sweater. Throw on that pashmina, pair it with the heels, and that's great for a night out. Or go back to the army green jacket with the crisp green and white check shirt and the jeans and the tennis shoes. And then another core item that's great to have is a pair of lightweight pants. So these I love because they're really light. They have a little tie to them that makes them kind of fun. They have pockets and like an elastic band here. So they're almost like a dressy jogger. And I could pair these with the linen shirt. There, and then I can pair these with the tan sandal and the tan bag. And this would be a great little sightseeing outfit that I might wear when we're in Tuscany. Then I could also go back to the white t-shirt, pair these together. I'd probably tuck the little t-shirt in so you see the bow tie. Then I could probably pair that with the little tennis shoes for something a little bit more sporty or for when it's hotter outside. Then I would also pair these pants with this little beige sweater, back to the lightweight sweater. There, and then I could pair this with the little gold earrings for something dressier. Then another basic I always like to pack is a black skirt. So something that can be dressed up and down. So this is like almost a little sporty skirt that you can dress up, but it can also be casual. I like an A-line skirt just because I think they're a little bit more flexible. This one has a little tie to it. So again, there's just some nice detail to it. There's pockets, which make it casual. To dress this up, I would go back to my little black sleeveless silk top that you guys saw before. I would pair these two together, probably tucking this in. Pair this with the dressy heels, go back to the fancy earrings, and then throw in the clutch. Then for something sporty, you can take the skirt, pair it with the white t-shirt and the black and white sweater, the little tennis shoes, and the backpack. Then we can dress the skirt back up by going back to the sweater, wearing it like this with the heels and the clutch. And I might wear this to a dinner out. Go back to just a nice little beige scarf here and the beige sandals. There you go. And you got another outfit. And then two more basics that come in handy are two pairs of shorts. So I like to do a white and something in a neutral color. These are linen and they're loose fitting with a drawstring, which I think make them super comfy. They're from Target. They're the Universal Thread brand. So the white shorts I can pair with the beige t-shirt. That's a cute little outfit. Throw in the white tennis shoes and done. And then I can dress the white shorts up a little bit by going back to the black and white sweater and the black and white sandals. Throw on the black backpack. Off I go. Then the beige sweater can come back into play with the shorts, and I can pair these with the gold flip-flops. Then for something a bit sportier, if I'm going biking, I would pair these shorts with this little gray yoga top. So I did bring one yoga outfit because there's a really great yoga studio near our house in France that I'd love to go visit this time. So I could do this for biking, and then if I get cold, because sometimes when it gets windy, it does get cold, I could pair it with the yoga top. I love this top because I use it a lot for yoga. It's black, it's stretchy. It's kind of like an in-between of a sweater and a sweatshirt, but a really light sweatshirt. I got it at Athleta a couple years ago. So this can pair together. I'd pair it with the little white tennis shoes. And then if I had something that I was carrying, I could just carry the backpack, which works really great for the biking. So while we're on the topic, because it does count as an outfit, this is my little yoga outfit. Just some black stretch yoga pants, my yoga top, and a little tank top. There we go. So this is going in the bag as well. The little white tank top and the blue linen shirt. Kind of leave that open, pair it with the shorts, and then for shoes, probably gonna go with these. Then for the mauve shorts, I could do the little white t-shirt again, little tennis shoes. And then with these shorts, I could do the white tank top, the cream linen shirt, because it's not exactly white, it's more of a creamy color, which I think looks really nice with the sort of little mauvey, earthy tone. We're in the home stretch. You still with me? Okay, here we go. White beach cover-up is going to go in so many directions. Wait till you see how many things we can do with this dress. Okay, I love this dress. I just got it at Old Navy. It's really cute because it has these little tassels, so you can adjust it to fit you perfectly. You know how sometimes you get the dresses with the spaghetti straps and they sort of don't fit right? I love this because you can adjust it because of the straps. I'm gonna wear this over my black bathing suit, which unfortunately is in the washing machine right now. Otherwise I'd show you, but it's just a plain black bathing suit with a V-neck. It's really a cute suit, and I only bring one bathing suit. And then I pair it with my little beach tote here. So it can be hard to find something to travel with for the beach, but I really love this because it's fabric. And lo and behold, this is my father, Joe Ruggiero. This is his fabric pattern. And when he was doing his fabric collection, and well, he still has the fabric collection, but when he was doing shows, they would give these away as little parting gifts for the people who would come visit his showroom. And he would always bring me the latest one. And I love this because it's such a great travel bag because it's really big. It's fabric-y, so you can fold it right up, and it is just great for the beach. There you go. This would be my beach look. Then I would pair this dress also with this other belt that I'm bringing, which is this really nice little raffia belt, because sometimes when you have these long flowing dresses, they need to be belted just to give you like a different look. And just kind of show you as an approximation of what this looks like. I know this is kind of funny. My daughter is cracking up. But look, see, you can kind of belt it, and then it just makes it a little bit more fitted. And I would wear this probably headed again to the market with my little market basket, with my hat, off I go. Then I can also pair this dress with the blue and white striped linen shirt. I would probably wear this down by the beach, maybe as it's getting cooler, just to have a shirt to throw on, or if you're really sunburned, a shirt is really great at the beach. And then I would probably pair this with the little tennis shoes, or the flip-flops. There, then I can also spiff this dress up if I go back to the black cardigan. Depending on the event, I could either wear it with just the plain black sandals. For something a bit more fancy, I could put on the higher espadrilles. And then for a little accessory, I might do the black and white bracelet. Also spiff this dress up by pairing it with the linen scarf, the gold earrings. There. Another thing that I'm loving from Old Navy are these two little casual, what I call knock-around dresses. So you can wear them at home, you can wear them out. They're really lightweight, which is great. And because they're made of this sort of linen-y cotton, they won't wrinkle in your suitcase. I also really like the detail of the little drawstring. They almost look like a pool cover-up, but you can cinch it or loosen it out depending on how you're feeling, depending on how much pasta I'm eating while I'm in Italy. Or this dress can be really casual with the little sporty tennis shoes. Or you could dress it back up with the linen scarf and the suede heels. And then the black dress is just as versatile. I could pair it with the little black sandals, pair it with a little black knapsack. This would be really cute. Or for something even more casual, again, we could go back to the tennis shoes or the flip-flops. Then of course I have to make room for some pajamas. So anytime I'm traveling for more than 2 weeks, I usually will pack 2 sets of pajamas. I like to do something that is good for hot weather. So I found these at Old Navy. They're super cute, lightweight. They're not gonna take a lot of room in my luggage. And then I like to do another one that's more of like a pajama bottom and a bigger top. And they also mix and match. See, we've done the same color. We can mix them and match them. 2 sets of pajamas. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. How is all of this gonna get into this bag? Here's how. I really love this suitcase because it's separated on 2 sides. One that zips and one that kind of clasps. So I'm gonna put all of my shoes and accessories on one side. This is a little jewelry case, so I can put everything in there. My European hair dryer. If you travel a lot to Europe, this is a good investment because then you always have the right plug. So that's going in. My toiletries, which I haven't packed yet, but they will also fit in here. Then there's a pouch right here for all of the like undergarments, which we're not gonna get into. See, this is why you're gonna want that extender when the suitcase is so full like this. Well, that's all right. I think we're gonna just make it. So I'm all packed. I've saved my big black cardigan sweater for the plain, because this outfit is my plain outfit. It's my carry-on, it's a knapsack. This is my new favorite company. It's a company called Knack. What I love about it is it's a knapsack that will hold your laptop. And there are so many compartments in this thing. It's unbelievable. The best part is you can put your laptop in it, which makes it super handy. It also extends. There's just so many great things. I will leave you a link in the description so you can see the video from this company. You'll see how many things this knapsack can actually do. One of the things I really love is you can take these off and put them in the knapsack, see? And it took me a minute to find it when I bought the knapsack. I didn't know where the actual things were. So they're in here. And then you can keep this shut, and then you can carry it if you want, like a little, you know, like a little office tote. Or, this is the best part, it fits in, see, because there's like this slidey little pocket here, and it fits over your suitcase. There, I've got my carry-on, I've got my suitcase, I've got my plain outfit. I am ready to go. I hope this has inspired you with your own travel plans to think about having a wardrobe that can mix and match so that whatever ends up in the bag is definitely earning its keep. All right, you guys, see you back here next time. Bye.